Taking a full look at weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca. So many fires to look at right now. Not a good picture out there.
No, certainly not. We're going to start us off in the tropics, though, tonight, Veronica. This is the Eastern Pacific, and this is a tropical storm. This is a brand new one named Felicia, and actually on the cusp of becoming a hurricane tonight. Starting to see it become much more organized. A big area of thunderstorms right around the center, very solid. Would not be shocked to see an eye develop out of this here within the next 12 hours or so. It is forecast to become a hurricane, currently 65 miles per hour, a high-end tropical storm, moving to the west-northwest at 15 miles per hour. It is continuing to head to the west, and eventually it will head off toward Hawaii someplace over the next week or so. It's a ways out from there, though, so there's a lot that can happen in between now and then. But this is the time of year we start watching for tropical moisture from these systems to get drawn up into the desert southwest. They can occasionally enhance the monsoon, and occasionally even on the west coast add to the potential for some precipitation here. Now, in this particular case, I don't see that happening, not at least in a direct way. It's possible some gets pulled all the way around the greater circulation of the North Pacific, but this one is heading directly to the west and won't be adding its moisture to us directly. But we do have strengthening high pressure now. It has been weakening over the last couple days. It's going to build up to the north across the Rockies and eventually start to pump some moisture back through the desert southwest. And models are now showing some of that moisture making its rounds all the way to California as we head into Sunday. Monday, you see the clouds moving here. And then watch what happens on Monday. We see a couple little green blips show up here right around the central coast. So this has been somewhat consistent signal in the models showing some precipitation making it all the way toward the coast. Now, keep in mind when this does happen, usually this is some high-level moisture, and in between that high-level moisture and us is a big layer of dry air. So while we could see some showers develop well above our heads, most of the raindrops usually evaporate before they reach the ground, and unfortunately, if they get strong enough, we could see some lightning. So it's something we're keeping a very close eye on as we head into early next week. In the meantime, more of the marine layer. You've met the marine layer. Let me introduce you if you haven't. It's here during the summer. You know, it's like when you go to Vegas and they have the same show on over and over and over, nightly for a couple months. Ladies and gentlemen, the marine layer. Put your hands together. That's what's going on out there tonight. It's been keeping things cool around the bay. We're in the 60s right now along the coast. It's somewhat cool. Inland areas even have seen some cooler area as well. There we go. And it has been a nice relief, I suppose, from the heat that we saw this weekend, although it's still in the 90s in southern Monterey County. As we head overnight, the clouds will thicken up. Drizzle will be possible. Once again, watch out for some wet spots on the morning commute, especially along Highway 1, 101 on the east shore of the bay, and Highway 68. During the afternoon tomorrow, we'll clear out on the north side of the bay with some clouds lingering on the south side, and the clouds thicken up again tomorrow night. Not seeing those temperatures budge all that much tomorrow. We'll be pretty close to what we had today. Starting to warm a little bit, I suppose, inland back into the low 80s in Boulder Creek, but down on the coast, close to 70 degrees in Santa Cruz and Capitola. The east shore of the bay going to stay in the 60s, really all the way into Watsonville and Salinas. We'll find some 70s in Hollister and low 80s in the Santa Clara Valley. Monterey Peninsula all on the chilly side tomorrow with highs in the low to mid 60s, which is about 5 degrees cool for this time of year on average. So if you've been feeling cool lately, it's because it's been cool lately. You're not crazy. It's a rational feeling. As we head south, 60s in Carmel Valley and Big Sur, 70s to 80 in the Salinas Valley, north of King City. South of there, we will find some 90s and also up at the Pinnacles. Now, I've cooled down our 7-day forecast on the coast a bit because I just don't think we're going to get too out of these low clouds for the next several days. So we're going to stay a little bit below normal, I suppose, into the weekend with some potential for warming out of the weekend. Again, there's that chance of some dry storms on Monday. Still about 5 days out. A lot can change in between now and then, so please stay tuned to my forecast. Inland areas, now I am more confident in you warming up with that ridge increasing in intensity, so we'll be back to normal by around Saturday. And as we head into early next week, high temperatures back above normal for this time of year. We're back after this.